Hey everyone, today we're going to be configuring the device driver for a Roc 107. Here's our Roc 107, and here you can see a couple important things. First of all, there's different cards plugged into it. Two places that we care about are the LOI port, and that's where I'm going to plug into to change my Roc Link settings. And then the RX and TX ports, if you were trying to set up a more permanent serial connection, that's where you would go. And the software used to talk to this, the Roc Link 800 software, you log in here. And what you'll do to connect is plug in your USB cable, USB to serial that is, looks like that. Plug this into my laptop and then double click direct connect, double click it again, and then it'll connect. This is what things look like whenever they're connected. Let me show you where you find the TLP numbers that you'll need in order to add a device to OnPing. You'll go to configure and you'll click on opcode table. And here you'll see different values. If you click on one of these three dot buttons, you can see the number for your point type is here, and the logical number is here, and the parameter is here. But the logical number doesn't actually give you a number, right? So that just says a value. Let me go ahead and show you how you change it to show you the TLP number. So we'll go up to Tools, and we'll go to Options. Click on Options, and then change it from as text to as number. Click OK, and then go back to our opcodes. And notice now we have TLP values instead of the names. So I can go here, 3, it changes it to the number there. All right, the rest of the video will just be about how to take this data and add it to OnPing. All right, now that we have our lumberjack set up so that it has a serial connection to our Roc, we're ready to add the driver, configure the driver, and then add tags. So first, let's go ahead and add the driver to the lumberjack connected to the serial port. Click on that and then go to date time to make sure it's talking. It is, that's why you can see this. And then go to apps and let's look at what apps are installed. So Roc isn't currently installed. I'll search for it real fast. Click download. All right, you can see it's installed successfully queued. Start setting up communication and it updated the package set. I want to grab this Lumberjack 6 IP address for the next step. So to find the IP address, I look in this control parameters setting, and Lumberjack 6 is this IP, so let me copy that and then go back to my main dashboard. Now I'm ready to go to my admin links and add the driver in. I've installed the driver and now I just have to add an instance of using it by clicking on admin links and going to add a Roc TLP. If you don't have this admin links panel, contact support or your administrator. Alright, Sydney demo, Roc TLP, nothing there. So I need to make a new location. I'll call it video demo, Roc, and I'm going to put the URL I just grabbed and the PLC URL. So in order to talk to a Roc, we have to do a little bit of transformation between TCP and serial, and we do that inside the lumberjack. So you actually just put in 127.0.0.1. We might have to pre-configure this for you, so make sure you let us know if you intend to use a lumberjack that we send you on a Roc device so we can get this set up correctly. But what this is going to do is it's going to take your TCP packets and turn them into serial packets. Polling frequency is 60 seconds. We just want to retry once if it fails to pull. The username for my device is just going to be the default LOI, device password default 1000. Type is a FlowBloss 107. Unit address and group address are fine. And all this is information that's specific to a Roc. Pick our demo company, pick our demo site, group as low permissions as I can make it, and then click add. There's a few other options that I'd like to show you. So first of all, there's this update device time daily. The Roc device gets its time updates a little bit differently than a lot of meters. So we have this little checkbox, and this allows OnPing to keep that Roc up to date with time zone changes and use internet time in order to configure it correctly. You can also set the time as a current time quickly by clicking this, and you can grab the current time on the device by clicking query. Okay, now that we have our driver added, let's add our configuration widget so that we can take our next steps. I'm getting back into my dashboard so that I have my edit dashboard buttons. You can always do that by clicking OnPing. It'll take you to your home dashboard. Click edit dashboard and add a panel. I'm going to call this Roc configuration, and I like to use cogs for these drivers. And then I'm going to add my widget in, which will be this Roc TLP widget here. Then click save and exit edit dashboard. All right, so let's find the Roc that I just made, which is right here. Alright, so there are no point types currently, so I'll need to make a new point type. And if you recall in the earlier part of the video, we looked up some point types that we had. The one I'm going to add is going to be point type 3, and then I need a row in it. So I happen to know that there's a value at 3214, and it's called heater temperature. It is a read-only value, so I'll go ahead and save it. Let's do a demand pull on it to force it to pull. So here's our value, and now we can use it in our system. Click on my local HMI, make a new indicator for it, call it heater temperature here, grab the value, and we are off to the races.